time to not only think about it, to think really, really deeply about it. And one thing I would ask Lamar and the Georgia Municipal Association to do is to make sure that every single legislator has a copy of those essays on our desks next year. Because I think you solved all the problems of Georgia in your 12 essays. You times do things you don't want to do in order to survive, but that you should always have integrity and that you should never make decisions that hurt other people if you can avoid it. And she had to make a really tough decision. She had this really wonderful friend, Gail, and this cute guy, Peta, who was probably going to eventually try to kill her. But she had to understand that there are times where you have to work with people who may not always agree with you, who have different motivations than you. But there are times where you have to come together because it doesn't matter who's right or wrong. What matters is making sure that everyone does better. And that's what Katniss believed in. That's what she worked towards. And that's why she was willing to work with a lot of different people to get it done. And the three things I want you to do, and you're going to have to say it with me. So the first thing is I need you all to speak up. Say speak up.
Speak up.
Okay, I'll have to say it louder than that. So speak up.
Speak up.
Okay. Speak up. You all have great ideas, and you've written those ideas down, and you've given them, you've turned them in. But you're sitting at tables with mayors and with adults who have the ability to vote. Your job from here on out is to make sure they know what you believe. You have to speak up because young people see things that the older people, we get used to seeing and we don't see it anymore. I mean, how often have you walked down a street and suddenly you look up and you see something and you know it's been there the whole time, but you just never noticed it before? Well, part of the beauty of who you are, part of the reason that you are here in this room today is that you see things that adults may have seen, but we've just gotten used to it. And we've forgotten that we can fix it. And so we need young people like you to speak up. Tell us what's out there. Tell us what's wrong. Do not tell us to build you a park that only you can walk in, but tell us about recycling. Tell us about the blight in your community. Tell us about the dreams that you have. Speak up and don't let us not listen. You've got teachers who talk to you every day. You've got principals who some of you get to see more often than not. You've got parents that you go home to at night. And when they ask you, how was your day? Speak up and tell them. Tell them about something you saw or something you thought and ask them what they're going to do about it. How are they going to make it better? Because an essay on a piece of paper is wonderful, but when you can turn that essay into action, that's what change looks like. So first and foremost, we need you to do what?
Speak up.